And welcome back to Sports Wrap-Up. My guest in studio right now, the head baseball coach for the Thunderwolves of NCCC, Matt Clingersmith. Matt, congratulations, Region 3 champs, back-to-back Region 3 champs. Had to be gratifying to return and win the title once again.
Yes, thank you, and thank you for having me, and it was quite an honor for these boys.
Well, you know, you created a lot of excitement last year because you went to the Nationals last year, and you made it all the way to the championship game. You lost that second elimination game, actually a heartbreaking loss, and I know that had to sit with you most of the summer, but now you get a chance to return.
Yeah, it sat with me a lot over the summer. People would always ask me what happened, and he was actually out at the plate. We should have won that game. And we just kept playing it over and over and over. And my guys kept thinking about it over and over. And I told them we have to go out and play the season before we get to the Junior College World Series. And now we got that opportunity to go back and hopefully bring home a championship to Western New York.
Talk a little bit about the Region 3 tournament. You were seeded third, and you actually beat ECC twice. You faced them in the championship game. They had to beat you twice to win. But how well did your team play in the tournament?
We played very well. You know, we connected on all three things, pitching, hitting, and our defense was phenomenal all week. Kyle Craig played phenomenal at shortstop. We got great starting pitching. And then our offense swung it all the way through, so we played pretty well.
This is what, your 7th year at NCCC? You've had quite a record there. How many times have you been to the Nationals now?
3 times.
This will be the 3rd?
Yes.
And, you're doing it primarily with a lot of local talent.
Yes, we take kids that are diamonds in the rough and that believe in our program and work real hard for us and then develop, and hopefully we move them on to 4-year colleges.
Tell me a little bit about who some of your local standouts are.
Obviously Mike Elwood, he's a pitcher, first baseman for us. He's going to Virginia Tech. Cameron Carney out of Niagara Falls, right-hand pitcher that's going to Tusculum. Anthony Sharrow's done a great job behind the plate for us from Niagara Wheatfield. Brandon Bilecki from Clarence on the mound. John Noth, Nick Kellner, and Mike Orlowski out in the outfield for us are all local kids. So it's a bunch of local kids that are playing for our program.
And you mentioned already, and I know a couple of years ago you had Mark Kelso's son played for you, and you've really become a nice, as you said, a kind of a portal for kids who they want to play Division I. Maybe they haven't been contacted by those schools, or maybe they haven't been contacted by a school they want to go to. And your NCCC has become a great place for them to go, further their career, and then move on. Yeah,
it's really a smart place to start, for a kid that maybe got a walk-on scholarship, or a preferred walk-on spot, or just an academic scholarship, and they want to come and get more money to help lower their costs, so it's really a smart place to start because it's all 18, 19-year-old kids. As a freshman, if you go on to a 4-year, you usually sit the bench, and here you get to play right away and get to develop your skills and get bigger and stronger, and it's like a showcase all over again. You showcase your talents for 4-year coaches.
Who are a couple of your players who played for you for 2 years and then went on to Division I?
A couple have went on to Division I. We've actually had 2 guys now in the pros. Sean Jamison is with the Arizona Diamondbacks last year, made baseball tonight, was traded for Stephen Drew. So he's in Double-A with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Christian Berzakowski was drafted last year by the Atlanta Braves in the 16th round. A couple other guys are Jesse Kelsel. He went to Canisius. Chris Guerin from Niagara Wheatfield also went to Canisius. And
those success stories is what helps you recruit the kids coming out of high school.
Yeah, it does. It's, kids come to us and believe that now, hey, this is 2 years and we're going to move on to a chance to get a scholarship.
Now, it doesn't hurt. I was at NCCC actually for a cup of coffee, more or less, but Lee Wallace was there, and Lee helped develop some of the program and some of the facilities. And now the athletic director is Bob McEwen, who I worked with, long time ago at Channel 7, but Bobby played baseball, and I know you said it's been helpful to have him along with you on these national trips, and along with Amanda Pucci and putting this together. They kind of worry about the business side of it and let you concentrate on coaching the kids.
Yes, they're a huge help to me. Regionals, they're making sure the meals are taken care of, that we're on the bus from point A to B to C, so they just really let me go out and coach. And I want to backtrack a little bit. I want to thank Lee because he believed in me. When he first hired me, I was a 22-year-old kid. And I don't think many athletic directors would give a 22-year-old coach an opportunity to coach, And he got the thing rolling with his 5-year plan originally to make coaches all full-time on campus and got NCCC back on the map just as an athletic as a whole. Our wrestling team won the region, I believe. Our
Right.
volleyball team was second in the region. Our men's basketball team was third in the region. So it's also a combined mixture of Lee and Bob. But Bob's took the next step to make us the better program and an elite program.
And you were quite a baseball player, and you still play, right, in the summer?
Yeah, we went to the Muni World Series with West I won it, 2 years ago. And then I went with Donley Murray Diesel, last year to the AAA Muni World Series. And I played out of Niagara Catholic. I was an all-Western New York guy out of there. And I actually played for ECC and played in the Junior College World Series. And then went on to Canisius on a scholarship.
But you don't mind beating ECC in the championships?
Well, it's a great rivalry. I'd rather win those,
Right.
But I'm very glad that it's them and us in the final two every year. You'd always also like to see your alma mater do well.
Okay, so the Nationals, who are you playing first?
Montgomery Germantown out of Maryland.
And this is double elimination.
Yes.
And now last year you took the hard road to the championship game. You lost early, and then you won all those games and make it to the finals. But
Yeah.
you prefer to go in there unbeaten.
Yeah, you always want to win the first couple games. It makes it easier on you. You don't have to use as much pitching. If you lose that first game, you got to play extra games to get to that championship and use a lot of pitching.
And the boys from the north kind of surprised them last year, I understand.
Yeah, we actually had a lot of fans rooting for us in Texas. They didn't think we could play, with these southern teams and stuff like that. And it was kind of great experience to watch people put on our shirts from Texas,
Wow.
and sit on our side.
Well, Matt, congratulations again, buddy.
Thank
We're
you.
all rooting for you as you go down there. And you can look for results on All Sports WNY, the website, and, of course, the NCCC's website. So all the best to you.
All right, thank you.
Matt Clingersmith, coach of the Thunderwolves of NCCC. We'll be back with highlights of sports wrap-up from the last 9 months right after this.